Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumman Pilot YouTube channel. And today we're going to talk about an AA1B that had an 0320 in it. So it's got the big engine in a two-place, but it vibrated pretty badly. And it was vibrating so badly that, as you can see here, what we thought were originally oil stains on the belly of the airplane turned out to be cracks in the aluminum skin along the bulkhead underneath the back baggage compartment in the two-place. So stand by while we explore this problem a bit more. We would like to ask you please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content. Now, this airplane came in for an annual, and we were discovering this on the belly of the airplane as we were doing our initial survey of the aircraft. We also noticed a few other things, and we'll get to those in a minute. But the cracking from the bulkhead was from a vibration. Now, the engine had a dynamic prop balance on it, but it still had a bad vibration, and that was probably because one blade had a different angle of attack of the other blade, and that'd be a prop issue. But to solve the issue with the cracking on the belly to skin, we had to drill out the entire baggage compartment, all the little rivets around that hold that pan on place, so that we could remove it and get access to the bottom down there, so that we could go ahead and have the DER design a patch and a rivet pattern to lay out, and then we could use the existing rivets that were already in the bulkhead, drill those out and replace them with new rivets along with high adhesion fuel tank sealant to put it all back together with, and the rivets went in wet just like doing a fuel tank. And as you can see, the patch that was on the belly of the airplane almost spanned the entire width of the aircraft. It was 3.5 inches wide, and it has a rivet pattern in there. The ones in the center go into the bulkhead, but we ended up using 99 specialty rivets at about $1.67 a rivet. The other issue that we found on the airplane is going to make this really amusing. Now, the other thing we noticed as we were surveying the aircraft was there were no adjustable trim tabs on the ailerons or on the rudder. And when we asked the owner about that, he goes, "Oh, it was part of the STC for the bigger engine. You don't need those anymore." The truth of the matter is, they had been on the airplane. They had just vibrated off the aircraft, and also the airplane vibrated enough to crack the belly. So here you can see here, we're fitting a new aileron on the right aileron. We also did the same thing for the left. But after the ailerons were cut and fit for the aircraft and the spacing was all set right, then we went ahead and took them, and we had to put prime and paint, the Aladyne on them, and then prime and paint them, check everything, and get them all ready for final riveting onto the aircraft so they could be turned loose to go fly again. And again, we had to do this for both ailerons and for the rudder. Now, the airplane, after we got the rudders and all the trim tab right and got it rigged, it flew a lot better, but the vibration was more than likely in the propeller, and it was either an imbalance, either in one blade weighing more than the other, which we couldn't detect, and it was supposed to go to a prop shop, but if it did, it was probably going to be rejected. The owner has taken the airplane to another state, and the current state of the aircraft we do not know. So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to be very careful if you have vibration in your airplane, and it can be severe enough to start knocking off trim tabs and even crack the belly where a bulkhead was. And it's a good thing we caught that crack when we did, because if it had made it to the sides of the airplane, it would have torn very quickly up the turtle deck, and the tail might have come off. So, ladies and gentlemen, you never know. We hope you found this unusual tale of woe that we found in the shop a few years ago useful and informative. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman. And finally, here's Hopscotch with Sweet Pea observing. He's playing with a little pink feathered twig. Now, the twig is made out of some material like honeysuckle. It just drives them crazy, and they love playing with it. She's resting up. As soon as he finishes, she will have her go. So enjoy them having fun.